Welcome back to Refreshing Careers. Today we would be studying two policy rules. The first one is Friedman's rule and the second one is Taylor's rule. Friedman's rule is a policy rule as per Milton Friedman. This rule says that if money supply is manipulated in such a way that the money supply growth would be equal to the rate of growth of output, in such a situation when the money supply growth is made to be equal to the rate of growth of output, then the inflation rate would be zero and the price level of commodities would be stable. For example, let's say the growth of output is $300. Then we have to make sure that the money supply growth is also $300 so that the inflation in the economy would be zero, that is nil, no inflation at all, and the price level of commodities would be stable. The next rule is advocated by John B. Taylor and is called Taylor's rule. This rule considers two important things. The first thing is the difference between the actual inflation and the targeted inflation. And the second thing is the difference between the actual GDP and the potential GDP. This rule says how much the central bank would or should change the interest rate in response to the difference in inflation and the targeted inflation, and in response to the difference in GDP and potential GDP. Thus, this rule says how the difference between the inflation and the targeted inflation and the difference between the actual GDP and the potential GDP affects the interest rate that is decided by the central banks. The Taylor's rule can be explained in short like how we can see on the screen. That is, the target short-term nominal interest rate will be equal to the real interest rate, to which we have to add the rate of inflation, that is the current rate of inflation, to which we have to add two other things, in which A and B are the parameters of the policy. And for the first parameter, that is for A, we have to find the difference between the potential output and the actual output and subtract it with 1 and multiply it with the first parameter. And then we have to take the second parameter and multiply it with the difference between the target rate of inflation and the actual inflation. And then we have to add all these factors, and after adding all these variables we would get the target short-term nominal interest rate that should or would be set by the RBI, or that would be set by the other central banks. By Taylor's rule, what we can conclude is whenever the actual inflation is greater than the potential inflation. By Taylor's rule, we can conclude that whenever the actual inflation is more than the targeted inflation, or whenever the actual output is greater than the targeted output, at that time this rule would suggest a relatively high interest rate. And whenever the situation is vice versa, that is whenever the actual inflation is lesser than the targeted inflation, or whenever the actual output is lesser than the targeted output, then this rule would suggest a relatively lower interest rate. That is, it would suggest a easy monetary policy, whereas in the first case this rule would suggest a tight monetary policy. That was the end of the two important rules. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you so much.